That is
Oh,
just
no.
ridiculous. Just ridiculous.
You need the lights on? Or I need the lights
Might
on?
so he can see us.
We need our mask on.
Oh, okay.
But can you see us? Oh.
Hope you have no hard questions.
I hope there no hard questions,
I hope
Avery.
it's no hard. If
questions.
it's some hard questions, I'm calling I'm phoning a friend.
Phone the friend. This
Get your phone.
Oh, what nobody need to know?
You gonna text a friend?
No, I ain't gonna text them. Let it be one hard question.
Oh, no.
That's what I'm doing.
We should get our phone.
First hard question, I'm calling somebody.
Testing. All right. Hello, everybody, and we want to welcome you to Game On. And a lot of you are probably wondering, what is Game On? Game On is the youth service that we have created for young people where we play a fun and joyous game. So we hope you're ready. The first game we're playing is Family Feud, and I'm going to introduce you to our contestants. So at this time, their mics will be getting turned on, but I hope you're ready for fun Family Feud. So to my right, some of your left, we have the Nichols family. So we have Cassiopeia Nichols and Roosevelt Nichols. So how are you guys doing? You can grab your microphones. You should be able to hear yourselves at this time. How are you guys doing today?
We doing well.
Just fine.
All right. Are you guys ready for the Family Feud?
Ready?
All
Ready.
right. Now, to my left and your right, on, if you're watching, we have the gardeners. Now, I hope you're ready, because these ladies, they're very good gardeners, so that means they're very smart. So, give it up for Gwenda Jefferson and Miss Chandra Ford. How are you guys doing today?
We ready to go. Let's go.
All right, so I hope you guys are all ready, because it's time to play some Family Feud. Now, as you look to the screen, we have two teams, but I'm ready for the first question. And a lot of them have already asked, are the questions going to be hard? Of course, this is Family Feud. So, the first question we have for you today, it is, what's another name for the devil?
Satan.
Satan. Let's see if we have Satan on the screen. Satan is the correct answer for 40 points. Now, would you guys like to play or pass it on?
We're going to pass.
All right, they're going to pass it to the Nichols family. All right, so right now 40 points is on the board. What is another name for the devil?
Lucifer.
Lucifer. All right, so we're looking, is Lucifer on here? For 30 points, Lucifer is on there. What's another name for the devil?
Fallen angel.
Fallen angel. I am sorry, fallen angel is not on there. But, so that's one strike for you.
Deceiver.
Deceiver. Let's hope Deceiver is on there. I'm sorry, Deceiver is not on there either. So you got two strikes at this moment in time. This is your last one. Another name for the devil.
The father of lies.
Father of lies. I'm looking for my screen. Do we have the father of lies? I'm sorry, the father of lies are not on there either. So it goes to the gardeners. Do you have an answer for us?
Yes, yes, yes. The serpent.
The serpent. Is the serpent on there? Let's see. The serpent is on there. Congrats. You guys have won 75 points. So let's find out what the other answers are for this question. Number 3, dragon. Number 5, beast. And number 6 we have, and I believe this is the last one, adversary. All right, so we're going to go now to round 2. We hope you guys are ready. All right, so right now the gardeners have 75 points, so we're going to start with the nickels. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, your question is, what hymn is considered the Adventist anthem? The Adventist anthem in churches. What hymn is considered the Adventist anthem?
We don't know.
Would you like to pass?
Pass.
All right, so we're over here with the gardeners. What is known as the Adventist anthem?
We have this hope.
We have this hope. We have this hope is the number 1 answer for 40 points. All right, so what is another Adventist anthem?
Here climbing Jacob's ladder.
I'm sorry, that is an incorrect answer. That's 1 strike. You still have 2 strikes left, so another Adventist anthem. What a friend we have in Jesus. I'm sorry, that is 2 strikes now on the board. What a friend we have in Jesus is not the Adventist anthem. We have 1 strike left on the board.
Faith of our fathers.
Faith of our fathers. I'm sorry, that is not. All right, so we're now going to the Nichols family. You have 1 chance to get 40 points on your scoreboard.
What about someday we'll be called up to meet him?
Someday we'll be called up to meet him. I'm sorry, that is not on the board. So 40 points goes to the Gardner family. All right, so right now the Gardner family has 115 points on the board. So let's find out what the answers are. Number 2, Marching to Zion. Number 3, Jesus is Coming Again. Number 4, Amazing Grace. Number 5, Trust and Obey. Number 6, Great is Thy Faithfulness. All right, so with 115 points on the board, we're going to go to the final round before the speed round. All right. So, since they won again, we're starting with the Nichols. At this point, it's worth double the score. So, if you get this, it'll be 80 points to your total score. So, are you ready for the question?
Yes.
It's only 1 answer. Greatest love story in the Bible. What is the greatest love story in the Bible?
when, the lady put perfume on Jesus' feet. Mary Magdalene.
Mary Magdalene and Jesus. All right, is that the greatest love story in the Bible? I'm sorry, that is incorrect. We're going to the gardeners.
Song of Solomon.
Song of Solomon? I'm sorry, that is incorrect as well. All right, so are you ready for the answer? The greatest love story in the Bible is God and man. God and man.
We're thinking too hard.
All right, so
They hard.
we are now going to the speed round. The speed round is name the books of the Bible. So we will be giving you 60 seconds. Since the gardeners are the winners, you guys will not be able to participate in this round. So each of you will have 60 seconds to name all the books in the Bible. All the Old and New Testament of the Bible. Who wants to go first?
I'm not gonna get them all. I'm not gonna get them.
Go ahead.
Genesis, Exodus.
Wait,
Leviticus.
we haven't started the timer yet. Are you ready?
We do them together.
Nope, separate. Separately.
I'm not gonna get them.
All right, here we go. Starting now.
Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, First and Second Samuel, First and Second Kings, First and Second Chronicles, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, and I don't, Job, Psalms, Psalms, Proverbs, Song of Solomon, Isaiah, oh, I just drew a blank. I don't know.
All right. So, you got about, we'll give you about 40% of it. So with that, we will give you a grand total of 15 points added to your total score. So you guys are now at 130. Miss Ford, if you can get past hers. All right, not even.
I'm not even gonna get past her.
All right. So with that being the grand total, you guys have won at 130. But that's not the end. We're going to go for a round 2 to give the Nichols another chance to win. All right, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to change our slides at this moment to our second round 2. So get ready. Get ready for round 2. All right, here we go.
Let me put my thinking cap on.
Oh, Mark, if that's your thinking cap.
My thinking cap.
I was gonna get lost, get too
All right, so we are now
Whoa. 8 answers?
all right, so we're going to give us 1 second while I check on something for a second. So begin to think.
What we thinking?
I know. Y'all go to sleep. We think. Y'all go to sleep. Take a nap.
Wait, are we still live? Yeah.
Are we live?
Those books are
Hi, Mama.
The first, what, 5? I get lost right there.
What's after Isaiah?
Roosevelt, what's after Isaiah?
Isaiah?
After Isaiah, Jeremiah.
Yeah, I think so.
You playing down
So,
with it?
Isaiah, Lamentation, Jeremiah, or Jeremiah Lamentations?
Jeremiah Lamentation.
Jeremiah Lamentations, and then when you get to those minor prophets, I used to know them, but I don't.
I don't know them in order. I never learned them in order,
In
but
order.
I just go by
Right,
what I see in the
You know
Bible.
I know where
But I
it's
never
group.
sit
I know
down.
a few groups of them.
right.
Yeah.
Those are some hard questions.
Some hard questions, I know. I'm gonna,
No, we were looking for the complex answers, and the answers were really simple.
really simple.
Yeah.
Let me say I'm out of order. I got,
Right. I can do, I think I can.
you good on the devil's
Dragon.
other name, adversary, what else was it? Dragon.
Serpent.
All right, so they said they can't hear Ms. Linda and Ms. Chan on, so if you guys could just grab your mics and talk.
Okay.
All right, so we are back with round 2. Let's go to the first question. Name a beautiful woman in the Bible. Name a beautiful woman in the Bible. We're going to start with the gardener since you guys won last time. Name a beautiful woman in the Bible.
Eve.
Eve. All right, Eve is on the scoreboard as 30. Now, the Nichols, if you can guess the number 1 answer, you will get the points and you will get to start. Name a beautiful woman in the Bible.
Ruth.
Ruth. Let's see if Ruth is on here. Ruth is not on here, so it goes to the gardeners.
Mary?
Mary. Mary is not on here either. So that's 1 strike for you guys' point. All right.
Delilah.
Delilah. 5 points added to your total score. So right now you're at 35. Who was another beautiful woman in the Bible?
Martha?
Martha. Oh, Martha is not on here either.
Everybody ugly?
I did not answer these questions, so I cannot provide that answer. All right, so you guys have 2 wrong. Still got points on the board.
Lydia, I don't know.
Lydia? Is Lydia on the board? I'm sorry, Lydia is not on the board. We're over here to the Nichols.
Jezebel.
Jezebel. Jezebel is not on the board. All right, so 35 points go to the gardeners.
Okay, we need to see who these pretty people are.
All right, so we're going to show you right now. Number 1 on the board is Esther.
Esther.
All right, number 3 on the board, Bathsheba. Number 5 on the board, Sarah. Number 6 on the board, Rachel. All right, so we are now moving to question number 2. It's only 35 points on the board, so Nichols family, you could surpass at this time. All right, so we're going to go to question number 2. Question number 2 that is on the board is, when do many non-Adventists think the Sabbath begins? When do many non-Adventists believe the Sabbath begins?
Saturday morning.
Saturday morning. Let's see if Saturday morning is on the board. Saturday morning is on the board. Would you guys like to continue or do you want to pass?
You said what was the question again?
Would you like to continue or would you like to pass?
I mean
Oh, when do not believers believe the Sabbath day begins?
We're going to pass.
All right, we're going to the gardeners. When do non-believers believe the Sabbath should begin?
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning. Let's see if that is on the screen. You are correct, Sunday morning. So when, still on you guys, when do non-believers believe? Friday. So, let's see. Friday.
Non-believers.
All right, you still had 3 on the board.
Oh. Monday? I don't know.
Monday. I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
Mm-mm.
Okay, we got times up there. So, Saturday evening?
Saturday evening.
Yay.
Saturday evening is on the board. All right.
No, Sunday evening? I don't know.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Sunday evening is not on the board. So you have 2 strikes. You still got 2 on the board and 1 strike left.
When do non-Adventists
Can you repeat the
believe?
question?
When do non-Adventists believe that the Sabbath begins?
Friday morning.
Friday morning. Let's see if Friday morning is on the board.
Yes.
Nope.
Oh, evening, Friday evening.
I'm
Friday
sorry.
evening?
We can't give you that point. So Friday evening is on the board, but we can't give you that point, so it's incorrect. So we're going to show you the last answer for it. I believe that is the last answer. Yeah, empty. Yep. Or not. Yep. Sunset Friday.
That's what I was thinking.
All right. So, but that still gives you guys the total points. Actually, you got it wrong, so it goes to the Nichols. So that gives the Nichols the total point of, I believe, 95.
95.
95, so it's 30. 95. All right. So we're going to the we're going to the
Thank you, gardeners.
we're going to the final round before the speed round. So this is worth double the points. There's only one answer. How many books of the Bible did Paul write? How many books of the Bible did Paul write?
5.
So it's the gardener since you guys won the last round. So how many books?
5.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Yeah, I figured it was wrong.
That's incorrect. So now it goes to you guys. How many?
4.
4. That is incorrect as well. He wrote 13 books of the Bible. 13 books of the Bible. But that's okay because you guys still have 95 points and you guys still have 30. So you guys are the winners, so you get to go to the speed round. All right, are you ready?
Yes.
Name the fruits of the Bible. You now have 60 seconds to name the fruit of the Bible. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Patience, long suffering,
You'll only do it one at a time. You can't share an answer.
patience, long suffering, meekness, charity, and love.
Is that it?
That's all I can think of right now.
All right, so for that, you got about 6 of them, so we'll give you 50 points for it. So, Miss Cassiope, if you can give us all 12 fruits of the Bible in 1 minute, you will get the full 100 points, so that will give you an extra 150 points to your total score. Are you ready for the fruits of the Spirit?
I don't know.
You want to pass, or you want to... All right, so that's an extra 50 to your total score. So with that meaning, you had 95 plus the extra 50, you were at 145. So congratulations. You guys have won the second round, so that means we have the tie round between both sides. Are you guys ready? All right, so we're going to go for the tie round between both sides, and we hope you guys are ready for it. All right. So here we are, ready for the tie
I
round.
need to study the Bible more. Agreed.
All right, so the first question, since the Nickels won the last round, it goes to the Nickels. All right, here we go. When you think of a brave person, who in the Bible comes to mind? When you think of a brave person, starts with that. Who do you think a brave person in the Bible that comes to mind?
Samson.
Samson. I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
Really? What? Okay, David.
David.
I thought about it after I had.
Number one answer is David. Would you guys like to play or pass?
Pass.
All right, so we're now back to the Nickels. When you think of a brave person in the Bible, who comes to mind?
Saul.
Saul. I'm sorry, that is incorrect. So you have one X now on the board, but you still have a lot of numbers to play.
Abraham.
Abraham. Let's look on our board. I'm sorry, Abraham is not on there. That's two wrong. You got one X left, but you still have 4 on the board. Or I'm sorry, 6 on the board.
Moses.
Moses. Let's see if you have Moses on the board. All right, Moses is on the board. So you have 4 left and still 1 X. Who do you think is brave in the Bible? When you think of bravery in the Bible, who comes to mind?
Samson.
Samson. Samson was the answer that was already called, so we're sorry, that's incorrect. So it goes to the gardeners at this time. Who, when you think of a brave person in the Bible, who comes to mind?
Okay, we're gonna try Daniel.
Daniel. Let's see if Daniel's on the board. All right, Daniel is on the board, so that gives you guys a total of 72 points. Let's find out what our other answers are. Number 3, Joshua. Number 4, Esther. And number 5, Job. All right, so we are now going to question number 2 with the gardeners at 72 points and the Nickels at 0. Here we go. So the Nickels, we are coming to you with this question. If Jesus had to come to live on earth in this modern age, who would be his friends?
Who would be a friend, you said?
Yes, his friends. If Jesus came to today's world, who would be his friend in this modern world?
Who would be his friend? Myself.
You said self. I'm sorry, that is not on our scoreboard.
Okay. Why? Pastors.
Pastors. Let's see if pastors will be on here. I'm sorry, pastors are not on here either. Goes back to the Nickels.
If Jesus came to the world,
Could you repeat the question?
Yeah.
Sure we can. If Jesus had come to live on earth in this modern age, who would be his friends?
I feel everybody.
Everybody is not on the board. I'm sorry.
Everybody would be his friend.
So we're back at the Gardeners.
What you gonna think about? It don't matter.
Dr. King,
Dr. King. Good answer, but Dr. King is dead. We're talking about today's world. So that will be a wrong. And so, due to the fact that we have gone, that nobody knows, we're going to go through the answers. All right, so number 1, homeless. Number 2, a poor person or a beggar. Number 3,
What's the wording of the question?
homosexuals. Number
What's the
4,
wording of the question?
drug addicts, alcoholics.
Befriend.
Number 5, prostitutes. Number 6, criminals.
I said myself, didn't I?
That's funny.
All right, so we're going to, with the Gardner still at 72 and the Nichols at 0, we're going to the last question, which is worth double the points. And there is, as I said before, only one answer.
Oh, boy.
Here we go. What is the shortest book of the Bible? Shortest book in the Bible.
Micah?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The Gardeners. What is the shortest book in the Bible?
Jude.
Jude. That is incorrect too. All right, we're back to the Nichols. What is the shortest book in the Bible?
Nahum?
I'm sorry?
Nahum?
I'm sorry, that is incorrect too. So we're going back to the Gardeners. What's the shortest book in the Bible?
Okay. 3rd John?
3rd John. Let's see if you are correct. You are correct. 3rd John is the shortest book in the Bible. So that takes you guys to 142.
I'm having Bible study with y'all.
All right. So we are now going to the speed round with you guys at 142 points. The Nichols, this takes you out. So name the disciples of Jesus. So you have 60 seconds, which will be on the clock. And since this is the final round, we'll even let you guys do it together. So you have 60 seconds. Are you ready? Here we go.
John, Peter, Judas,
Matthew, Andrew, Thaddeus,
Bartholomew,
James and John the Beloved. Me either.
I need a song.
How many is that?
Like 7.
Is it?
Yeah, I said Matthew.
Oh, Thomas.
Yeah.
Thomas.
I said Peter already.
Yeah, you already said Peter. Thomas.
Philip.
Philip. Yes.
All right, that is time.
What is that?
So we're going to go through all of them just to make sure you got them all. So you have Peter and Andrew, James and John, Philip, Bartholomew, Matthew, Thomas, James, Jude, Thaddeus, Simon.
I didn't get Simon.
Simon is Peter. Oh, it's a different one.
There's 2 Simons.
Okay, we missed one.
And then Judas. So you missed one, but
Did we get you? get Jude or
You didn't get Jude, so that's
We
2.
got Judas, we didn't get Jude or
Yep.
Simon.
So you missed 2, so that gives you 10. So of 100 points, that would give you about 90%. So you guys got 90 points added to your total score of 142. So that makes you guys the complete winner of our 3 rounds.
Yeah, y'all did good. Good. Very good.
So your prize is for your Valentine's Day. We want to show you guys appreciation and love. So tomorrow we will be presenting you with a gift of $10 each to spend Valentine's Day special on you. So we want to thank you guys for tuning into our Family Feud and our Game On and connecting with us. We will be back next week on Sunday with a conversation dealing with church hair. And then the following week it'll be the young adult service where we'll be dealing on getting connected with you. So please tune in for our AY Connect this year, and we want to thank you all for tuning in, and have a great rest of your Sunday.